Let me tell you a story. I was 20 years old, sitting in my mother's beauty shop. Just another regular day. The smell of hairspray in the air, women talking, dryers buzzing. And then this older woman, a prophet of sorts, looks at me like she's seeing something no one else can. She leans forward and says, "Man, you're going to speak to millions." I didn't know her. She didn't know me. But she saw me. I didn't know her. Not the me in front of her, the me I hadn't become yet. In that moment, something shifted. I didn't laugh. I didn't brush it off. I believed her. And from that day on, I walked like it was already true, talked like it, prepared like it. Because sometimes the world doesn't need to believe in you first. You just need to act like you already do. Let me take you back for a second. I was young, hungry. No spotlight, no scripts, no awards with my name engraved in gold. Just a dream. A whisper in my soul that said, "There's something more for you, something greater." Now that whisper, most folks ignore it. They silence it with doubt, bury it under fear, or drown it out with the noise of the world. But not me. I listened, and not just with my ears, with my spirit. See, before anybody ever clapped for me, I was clapping for myself in the dark. Before anyone said, "You've made it," I was rehearsing my speech in the mirror. I was walking like the man I hadn't met yet, me, 10 years into my purpose. That's the power of vision. You gotta see it, and I'm not talking about with your eyes. Eyes show you what is. Vision shows you what can be, what will be, if you have the courage to trust it. I walked around that city like I had something to do, something important. Not because I was trying to impress anyone. Nah, it was because I had already seen what was coming. My spirit had already taken a peek behind the curtain. But here's what you gotta understand. The world doesn't respond to who you are. The world responds to who you believe you are. So if your mind is stuck in struggle, guess what shows up? More struggle. But if your vision is locked on purpose, on destiny, then every step you take starts shaping a new reality. That's not magic. That's alignment. You don't plant apple seeds and expect oranges. You don't think defeat and walk into victory. So when you act like you already have the dream, when you carry yourself like the person you're becoming, you start bending the world toward your vision. I remember auditioning for roles like I already had the Oscar, speaking with confidence before the name Denzel meant anything outside my family. I wasn't faking it. I was faithing it. See, vision is not passive. It's a commitment. It's you saying, "I will walk this road even when I can't see the destination. Because I've already seen it in my spirit." That's how dreams are born. Not on stages, not in applause, but in silence. In the still, private moments when nobody's watching, but you choose to see yourself anyway. You choose to believe. And let me tell you, nothing moves until you do. So what are you waiting for? Open your eyes. Not these ones, the ones inside. See it, feel it, walk in it. Because when you can see it before it's real, that's the first sign it already is. You can't wait to become before you start being. That's the line right there. That's the turning point. We live in a world where Everybody wants to wait for the proof before they commit to the belief. But that's not how it works. If you wait for the outside to look like success before you behave like success, you'll be waiting your whole life. Let me tell you something from the heart. Your behavior has to match your future, not your past. If you see yourself standing on stages inspiring thousands, how do you speak when you're alone? If you dream of running your own business, leading a team, building something that outlives you, how do you carry yourself in the small rooms when nobody's watching? When it's just you, the mirror, and the decision to be average or to be excellent. I see too many folks asking life to give them the reward before they show the discipline. They want the crown without the cross, the glory without the grind. But life doesn't work like that. You've got to step into the shoes of your future before they fit. When I was younger, I had roles that didn't pay much, stages that didn't have lights, scripts that weren't glamorous, but I treated every single one like it was the most important job in the world, because it was. Not because of what it paid, not because of who was watching, but because it was preparing me for what was next. So I carried myself like I already belonged in the rooms I hadn't even been invited to yet. You see, you don't grow into your dream by chance. You grow into it by alignment. Day by day, moment by moment, decision by decision. The version of you 5 years from now, that version is watching the choices you make today, and that version is begging you to stop playing small. You want to be a writer? Then write like your words already matter. You want to be a leader? Then lead yourself first. Lead your time, your thoughts, your habits. You want to be loved? Then love yourself like someone who is already whole, already enough. You don't attract what you wish for. You attract what you are. That's why it's not enough to just dream. You got to act like you're already living it. You got to make space in your life for the reality you want. Make room for the life that's coming. Clear out the fear. Evict the excuses. Rearrange your habits so they line up with your destiny. Because faith without works is dead, and dreams without behavior, that's just fantasy. So I ask you, right now, do your actions line up with your ambitions? Are you walking, talking, planning, praying like the person you say you want to be? If not, don't wait for the world to believe in you. Believe in yourself first. Move like it's already done. Behave like your breakthrough already has your name on it, because it does. And the only thing missing is your motion. I know what some of you are thinking. All right, Denzel, I've been showing up. I've been visualizing. I've been acting as if. I've been working, and still nothing. You're tired. You're worn out from believing so hard and seeing so little. You've done all the things they say to do. Write the goals down, show up early, stay late, speak the affirmations, push through the noise. And yet the breakthrough still feels a mile away. Let me talk to you for a second. Faith, real faith, is not just a feeling. It's not just a quiet hope or a nice idea. Faith is a choice you make when the odds are against you and the facts say quit, but your soul says not yet. It's not about waiting for the blessing. It's about moving like you've already received it. See, belief is the seed, but action, that's the water. That's what brings it to life. And without movement, without obedience, without sweat, you're just sitting on a field full of dry potential. Nothing grows where there's no motion. There were times, I'll be honest with you, when the door didn't open, even after I knocked. Times I auditioned and heard nothing. Times I prepared for roles I didn't get, speeches I didn't give, stages I never saw. But I kept moving because the dream was too loud to ignore and the faith was too real to abandon. You think I waited until I was ready to start walking in purpose? I wasn't ready. I was obedient. I took the step even when the next one wasn't clear. I trusted that if I moved, the ground would rise up to meet my feet. Faith is walking toward a door that isn't open and turning the knob anyway. You keep showing up, not because you see the finish line, but because you know it's there. You trust that what was planted in you wasn't some mistake, some fantasy. It was a calling. And callings don't come with GPS. They come with conviction. But here's the thing. The world doesn't move for people who wait. The world moves for people who walk in alignment, who act like it's already done, who combine vision with effort and belief with boldness. So when life tells you it's not your time, you say, I'm not waiting on time. I'm working with faith. When the resources don't show up, you show up anyway. When the applause is missing, you clap for yourself anyway. When the road is foggy and the light is dim, you take one more step anyway. Because you weren't built to break. You were built to believe. And if that belief is real, if that faith is alive in you, then your action becomes the bridge, the connection between what is and what will be. So you better walk like your name's already on the door. Talk like the contract's already signed. Move like the life you've been dreaming of is already yours. Because that's exactly how it shows up. You don't just chase your purpose. You partner with it. And that partnership begins the moment you say, I may not see it yet, but I'm going to act like I do. Because that's what faith does. That's what destiny demands. And that's how dreamers become doers. Every single day. So now I've got just one more question for you. What are you waiting for? Permission? Proof? Perfection? Let me tell you something from experience. You will never feel ready. The stars won't align. The fear won't disappear. And the world won't hand you a golden invitation to become who you were born to be. You have to decide right here, right now, to stop living in limbo and start living as if the dream already chose you, as if the promise was already made, as if the life you imagine is not just possible, but inevitable, if you move like it's yours. Because that's the truth. You're not waiting on a sign. You are the sign. You're not waiting for the door. You are the key. You've got to walk in it, speak in it, breathe in it, act like you've already arrived, and the world will start rearranging itself to match your belief. So tonight, don't just be inspired, be committed, but be bold enough to start. Start living, start acting, start becoming. Not someday, today, because the dream is waiting on you. Thank you.